I'm starting our live stream here, so you guys are muted momentarily. All right, and we are here at beautiful Prague. This is the continuation of the 1120 turn. This is the third installment of the 1120 turn.
You know, I've never actually been to Prague, but I bet most of this is like urban and suburban Prague now.
Oh, I'm sure.
You know,
I'm
for all that
sure.
Prague's off the edge of the board, right?
Although, I don't know. A lot of I suppose the bigger cities have expanded out, but a lot of the smaller cities are still pretty compact.
But like for example, if you played, and I know you have, Aspern Essling,
Yep.
that's where the Vienna airport is now.
Ah, okay.
I remember like looking at Google Maps and trying to figure out, okay, what's the name of that island? Loba Island, right? You know, so I'm looking around, I'm like, oh my gosh.
Yeah. Well, the
Airport.
two little villages of Aspern and Esling are still exist. They're a little bit
Oh,
bigger than they were before,
can imagine.
but they're there because I had looked them up on Google Earth or whatever it is.
Right.
But there was something that was somebody had posted to one of the Napoleonic either Facebook or Consim pages because they were doing some excavation through where the Wagram battlefield was because they're putting in a freeway or they're putting in a
Mm,
highway or something through there. And they came across, different remains of, of, of soldiers that were obviously,
wow.
wiped out in
Sure.
the course of the battle.
Mm,
And there was something too. They'd done some excavation somewhere where they found where, like some high-ranking French officer who had died in the Russian campaign there in 1812.
really?
Yeah, and they figured out who it was because he had lost an arm in some earlier battle, kind of a thing. And
Okay.
so when they found him, he happened to be missing missing an arm, kind of a thing. And they're like, okay, well,
Wearing
it
a
could be this
fancy
guy.
uniform and missing a right arm.
Yeah,
Coming out,
exactly.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So, well, hey, we've got our usual William from Kitchener, Ontario, is checking in, and we've got Iggy Criddle or Iggy Criddle. Yeah, I think that's it. Iggy Criddle is checking in as well. So we have our usual followers
Well, it's
here on a
lovely to
Sunday
have
night.
everyone here.
I know, I know.
Our camp followers, huh?
Yes, we do have our camp followers,
Well, I don't know.
indeed.
I'm not sure if I'd want to be. No, okay.
Well, I don't know. I mean, maybe if they can do the laundry. I mean, I've
Yeah.
I've
Okay.
got some I got some clothes in the dryer right now, going around and around in a circle. But
There's that.
we can get somebody to do the laundry. That's a good camp follower kind of a thing.
Of course.
So, all right.
All right. So, as you said, this is the start of our third attempt at getting this turn done, and we've moved the end turn marker one place down the.
Yeah.
Something
So
tells me everybody's going to move this turn.
there's a good chance of that.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
there's always possibilities.
Yeah. You never know.
So
All
why don't you
right.
go ahead,
Well,
roll the big
I
dice,
will go ahead
Michael?
and roll, and we will see what excitement ensues.
The 0-9 right off the bat.
Yeah,
Right
because
off the
there's no
bat.
point. Stress is bad for the heart, right? So I just wanted to get the special in
There
there.
you go. Leader initiative. Pick one command for free movement segment. And of course, it's an Austrian one,
It's
right?
the bad guys.
I
Okay.
know. Come on. It's supposed to be a 9-0, not a 0-9.
Yeah. Faux pas
But
there.
I get a free movement.
You potentially get a free movement if you can pass your initiative, leader initiative.
most of my leaders, that's probably not going to happen. But all right.
Oh well, yeah,
Um,
you're not wrong there. Yeah, that's a good point.
let's see.
Uh, okay, just as a reminder, Oberst Gausko can be chosen for this special result, but he can only activate grenadier units and any artillery stacked with them. Must be within the chosen leader's command range. He must make an initiative roll and pass it. So this is an extra move.
Okay, this is an extra move. Interesting.
Well, you've got reinforcements somewhere, right?
Does he? That's terrible.
No. So that means even the groups that have already moved could do it.
Uh huh. Yep. Yeah, it's free, like free beer.
I need to sign up for that free beer stuff, Michael.
I'm telling you.
Yeah,
All right. And it requires a initiative.
correct.
Okay, let's see. And see what disorder affects. They can only move half. If that was,
Yes,
and shaken doesn't affect.
that's right.
All right, I'm gonna try and just for the sake of making some interest here, Hohenzollern.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. There we go.
and he did not get. Okay, so all right,
Yeah,
roll again.
I had to give it a try. All right, here we go. 9-0 this time.
With feeling. No, it's
Oh,
another
tie.
tie result.
That gets us nothing.
This is why the game is taking so long, Michael.
No kidding.
Yeah.
There you go.
No. What is our number? We got to beat 10, so that did beat 10.
Yep.
Now we're up to 2 on the end turn marker now. Gotta feel pretty good about that.
Yeah, the game's nearly over.
Absolutely, and it's one for us. So let's just review. All of your cavalry down south has gone. Yes, no.
I've got one cavalry commander here who has not activated yet. This guy here, Kraus or Krakow or whatever his
Okay.
name is. I don't have a lot of stuff. I've got a couple of units with him,
Right.
but not anything that's too terribly exciting.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, obviously you got him in the flank, which is always fun.
Yeah.
Okay, all right, and then we got all the infantry in the middle. Looks like nobody's really
Yep.
gone anywhere there. Looks like only
I think Kleist was the
went
only one who.
north.
Yep.
Yeah, and everybody else looks like they haven't gone yet. So, um, I don't know. I mean, everybody's going to go. So the only question is who goes next, and so probably makes sense to go with the guys who are actually in combat.
Okay. Well, we
You
can
know.
try to do something here then with with these troops. So,
Krakow.
yeah, yeah. So with
Does he have any other units?
he's got one here, two, three, four.
Okay.
There's just four, and then
Oh,
this
okay.
guy
That's
is
some
shaken and
shaken and
disordered,
disordered. Okay, yeah, a
and this
bunch of
guy's shaken and disordered. Yeah,
farther back, and
yeah.
then one routed. Okay. So, I mean, I don't know. I mean, all the Austrian commands have gone, except for
Correct.
the one across the creek. Um,
Yes.
so, so it seems like why the heck not? And obviously, the only tricky part is that you're already right there, so it's not like you can really do a very vigorous charge.
Right. So this guy can't like turn around, move away, and then turn around and come back again.
Well, he'd get up charged immediately.
By whom? If
Oh,
I
I'm sorry.
if this
I'm
guy's
sorry.
if I'm in this guy's flank, how can he opportunity charge me?
You were looking at the tan guy.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is, let's see. Actually, I take it back. For all the react unit must not be not an ESOC. Um, actually, no. You're right. He could back up and then charge because the green unit there,
Right.
green and tan unit, is in an EZOC and therefore can't do defender reaction, meaning he can't even turn to face you
Right.
because of the presence of the other unit there. So
Okay.
yeah, you could go ahead and do that.
Okay. Well, that might be something to
And then
consider.
obviously you got the other units that need to be unshaken or undisordered rather, and just do whatever you need to do with them. So
Right. Okay. So we have to try to get them out of disorder first. So let's take a look at that. So these guys here are disordered. So let's roll for them. And they're not going to get any better
probably not. No.
because there's a minus for being half dead, right? And a
Yeah,
minus for
yeah.
being disordered and a minus for
No,
being.
it's just there's just +5 for being disordered. They're not the only other one that will get you is being in an enemy zone of control.
Yeah, I
That'll
don't.
add even
Yeah,
more, but
that's.
otherwise
Yeah, it's not good.
just +5 is all.
Yeah, I don't think he's got a good enough morale. All right, then this chap here. Whoops. Let's go ahead and ping him.
I
Ah,
thought that's the one you just did.
no, I did this one here.
Oh.
And then
oh,
this
my
one
bad.
here. So
Okay,
an
all
O2
right.
is probably also.
O2 on a disorder recovery is probably nothing because it's like a rally in the sense that
Yeah, no
furnace
special
results.
results.
Yeah,
It is
exactly.
a type G recovery. Okay,
Right.
cool.
All right, and then the other one's routed, so we can't do anything with him. Okay, now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So both of those shaken and disordered are out of command, and so, well, of course, they're disordered anyway.
Right.
Either disordered or out of command puts them at half movement. So even if they had managed to get undisordered, they'd have been at half movement. They're
Right.
still at half movement.
Right. So I can bring them up.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right, then
Yeah,
that's
just
what
not
I'll
very
do.
far.
1, 2, and 3. And this guy can come up 1, 2, and 3 there, I guess.
I think the first one. Where did he start?
He started right here. And he moved
I
right
think
there.
you've got
Yeah, you
going
gotta pay
up
for
that
the
slope.
I didn't think slopes
Yeah, they do.
for cavalry.
They don't affect special cavalry.
Oh,
movements. They
okay.
affect charges, but they affect.
All right,
regular
I'll just go
movement.
there instead. Zigzag. Okay.
Yep, absolutely.
All right.
All right.
All right. And so
what other
then,
movement would you like to do?
well, so for this guy, he could turn. Let's see. There's 1, 2,
Yeah.
3. Let's see. Where can he go from here?
4, 5. Well, I don't think he's going to be able to get very far. I think because he's going to have to turn back, and that's going to cost 2.
Yeah. Let's see. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah.
I think 4-5 will get you 1. No, you have to have a line of sight
Well,
on your target.
do I have a line of sight now?
Nope.
Or is this guy blocking the line of sight?
He's blocking the line of sight.
Oh, okay.
That's why I say I think you need to do it on the hex before, even if it means sacrificing a hex, because I don't think you can do it any other way.
This one here. Now, can this
Oh.
guy see that guy? 1, 2, 3, 4.
Well, remember, he hasn't moved yet.
Oh, okay.
You're saying you want to charge without even moving, because you got a 4 hex charge range, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, if that's the case, yeah, he could.
And then can this guy jump in too or not?
No. A stack could charge together, but it would have to be a stack at the beginning of the charge.
Okay. So this guy could move up there, and then they could both charge together.
They could, yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, let's go ahead and do that. All right. So that is all the excitement that is there for the moment. And then we will go ahead and we will try to do our attempt for close combat.
All right. Who's going to do close combat?
So these two chaps here.
Right. Very good.
Yep. They'll go there.
All right. So morale check for them first.
94. They're very happy.
Pretty convincing.
Yep.
All right.
So they're just gonna go.
Yeah, just
boom.
move in the 1 hex, and there is no opportunity for defender reaction, and so basically at this point it's just a morale check plus 10 because you got people in your flank.
And an 11 is going to be what? Disordered?
It's going to be shaken.
Shaken. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, that's going to end badly. Okay. So then we get to the combat resolution. We've got 2 to 1 are the odds.
Yep.
It's the DRMs that are going to kill you, though, because basically it's going to be whatever your printed value is for your top unit, which is what?
So I've got plus 5.
All right, 6-7
then,
for heavy cavalry.
And then another 1 for the hex.
The charge hex,
Yep.
that's right. 9, 10, 11 for hitting him in the flank.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Right, so 11. We remember that number. He's shaken, so he's 3 minus 5. That's -2. You're not in his own control, so he doesn't get the +2. So basically,
So I got a plus 13.
Plus 13.
Oh, wow. Okay. All right. Let's roll the dice and see what we get here.
This is why
So it's going to be off the charts.
Yeah, off the chart.
So that's going to be a 3R.
Yeah, that's right. 3R it is.
Oh, there's a option for captured. What does that do, I wonder?
You mean in the vassal module?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think there's a mechanism in the system for it. I don't know.
Is it one of the markers instead of they're shaken, disordered, routed, and captured?
Oh yeah, but that's just from the generic sheet
Oh, okay.
of markers, and I don't think the system actually includes a captured.
Maybe it's for capturing objectives.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, because normally if troops surrender, they're just removed from the
Sure.
board. It's not like they're marched off and you can
Guns
rescue them.
captured would be more likely, but again, the system having any mechanism for that at all.
All right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
All right. So the
So then I
towers
roll
advance.
for. Oh, right.
You
Yeah, I advance
advance
first.
first.
Okay.
You got to maintain the facing in order to follow him,
Yep.
and you got to now roll for pursuit points.
Yep.
And
Oh, just one pursuit point.
but at least it's not halved, because then it would be 1. So you may elect to pursue 1 and
Yeah.
then roll for recall, or you can just roll for recall.
Well, I might as well just. I suppose. Well, if I burn up one, where's that going to put
It's
me?
just going to be +5.
Yeah, I'll just put one guy forward here, right? Because I don't have to advance with all of them,
Yeah,
right?
no, you're quite right. They do
Yeah.
not all have to advance.
So.
Well, they all advanced into the square.
Oh, I
Actually,
wasn't sure where. So then he would
No,
be
no,
here, and then this guy
right.
would be there.
They were
Okay.
not all required to advance into the hex, but the ones that advanced into the hex were
Okay.
subject.
So then he's going to go there, and then we'll make our roll, and we're happy. So
And then one more.
chip off another dead dragoon.
All right. See. All right. Well, I think that's it then. Is it?
Good. Yep. I'll go ahead and flip my leader over.
Good. Very good. And it's your roll for initiative.
Here we go. Ah.
Oh my god.
My turn to get a special one. This is a 05 command confusion. No, a free combat segment for the Austrians. Pick one command and possible independence for fire combat CC segment. We're just doing everything we can to make
That's right.
to make the Austrians feel better about
We're
themselves.
just trying to milk these big ratings we're building up here.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, now why do I get that? Why do I get to
So
that?
this is free combat segment, and where is it? Okay, where is it? Any command and any independent units stacked with for fire combat or close combat, if the units involved have not yet been activated, still not considered so. If there are mixed stacks with units or multiple commands, only the units of the command chosen may fire, only if they are the top units. Firestein can be used for this special result, but he can only affect artillery within his command range. Oberst Gausko can be chosen for this special result, but can only affect grenadier units and any artillery stacked with them. The event can only be applied once per turn per command or unit. Mark the affected command with the convenient marker, and I think there is a free combat marker that's in the vassal module. So no, no initiative roll required. It's just
Right.
you do you.
And I think I already did. Didn't mark them. Oh,
Boy, I don't know. Did you?
we did Stylberg because I.
Yeah, I think
had
Stolberg
artillery-
had
artillery
got a
underneath
second
them.
shot. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, well, in that case, we should put a free combat marker on him just to make sure that we don't go again. So, all right. So that reduces the choices by a little bit. Of course, close combat segment includes charge movement. So obviously, if you had anybody in a position where that was of interest, you could do that.
Yeah, that was. So different options there.
But only charge movement. So you
Right.
already have to be set up for the charge.
non-existent Veed, Bide, whatever he was.
Except he's still dead, right?
Yeah,
Right.
because he got killed this turn.
That's an interesting one because until his formation gets activated again, he doesn't exist. So I don't think you can apply this to him because there is no leader there until that.
Really?
I mean, I've always played it that way. I mean,
Okay.
I'm ready to have a discussion about it, but um, it's kind of like the formation is decapitated until its next turn to activate. At least that's how I've always done it. Um, of course, I'm looking because that's how I roll. Leader replacement occurs at the beginning of a player's command activation phase after he has selected a command, but before the command control segment. A command leader may only be replaced when his command is activated, including limited activations. Non-command leader replacement is made when any friendly command is activated. Yeah, so I feel pretty good about that. Um, so basically, they're leaderless until next turn.
Okay. I guess the other one, I guess, would be Fauerstein.
Yep,
So
free shooting.
free shooting. I'll shoot at this unit down here.
Right.
It's at 11.
6, 8, 10, 11. Okay.
The 12 pounders, it's times 4, and the 6, it's times 1. 6, yeah. 6 1. So it's 10.
10 strength points firing,
Yep. So 1 to 1
and it's plus 10.
and plus 10. Yeah.
Who's the target?
Oh, he's already explained. It's this one here.
Where? I don't know
Along
where you
your
guys are
infantry
at.
front. Along
Oh,
your infantry front.
oh, okay. That guy way out over there. Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
3, 4.
in case I get lucky enough to have a morale check, you're not supported. So
There you go. Boy, he is working the angles.
So it's 11 hexes away. Okay.
Yeah.
yep. So it's 1 to 1, whatever. Bang.
1 plus. Uh-oh.
0, 0.
Uh-oh. What is that?
Artillery fire. A 0, 0 for the
Well, he
Austrians.
blows up all my guns or something like
Makes
that.
you wonder,
No,
doesn't
it's. It says rapid fire,
it? Uh-oh.
but there's a leader casualty. It says re-roll
Yeah.
2 times. I don't know what that means.
Well, so what it means is it's rapid fire. So, in other words, he rolls the attack twice. So it's 1 to 1. Roll it twice. Just there's 2 combats.
Oh, okay. So you get
Um,
a double shot.
The free fire, though, probably, or excuse me, I'm sorry, the leader loss, we probably do need to be rolling for, even though there's not a leader in the hex, because if you look down at the leader loss table, you realize that actually it can affect any enemy leader or just leaders within line of sight. So you have to roll for it because you have no idea who it applies to until you roll the extra number.
Oh, so it's our leader? It's not his leader that's stacked with it
Oh,
that's
no,
getting
totally,
blown up?
it's ours.
Oh, okay.
No.
I'm like, it was on his thing, so that's why I thought
No,
maybe.
no.
Okay.
It's as a result of his artillery fire. There's a leader check.
Oh,
In
okay.
the sense that it would be. So You can do it in any order you want. You can go ahead and fire twice at +10 on 1 to 1, and then we can roll in the leader check, or you can roll the leader check first. I'm not even sure if
I'm not
there's a
going.
rule that tells you which to do.
I don't know. I will fire
Oh,
my. So I do two more rolls, right? So
Yep.
yep.
versus 67, so it'd be a
77,
77
that's going to be good for a hit.
and
Okay.
49, which is
And
not.
that is not going to be good enough for a hit. All right, so another increment loss. There is no morale check on that, but another increment loss for the Schwerin Musketeers. And then 1d10 for the leader loss roll, and we see if anybody's potentially at risk here. 1d10, David.
Oh, I do.
A 9. Braving enemy fire. Roll for each enemy leader in the target hex.
Okay,
I don't think we had any there.
So,
Okay.
so the one that really is nerve-wracking about this is if you roll 0.
Right. Then it's pick any enemy leader.
Anywhere.
Frederick the Great.
Yes, including Frederick the Great.
That's one heck of a cannonball.
Who's the on the other side of the universe?
Well, I think what they were trying to point out, though, is, just
Stuff happens.
all kinds of mischief can happen.
Yeah.
May have literally had nothing to do with this particular fire combat. It may have just been something that happened. So,
Right.
yeah. And I think because, Winterfeld and Schwerin and so many guys died, I think they kind of salted up the leader loss table here in this battle. Just because lots of leaders died here.
Yeah.
So,
Okay. Well, cool.
give a chance for that. Okay. Was that you, Eric, in your pathetic attempt to try to get another activation? Or
What?
who
What?
rolled that?
Oh,
You rolled the 0-5.
I rolled the 0-5. Yeah. Here we
Yeah.
go. So David, yeah, he's got the little marker
There
there
you
for
go.
it.
Well done.
All right. Now I'm on a 1-8.
Oh boy, big one for the Austrians. So
Yeah.
a wing if you want.
A wing. A wing and a prayer.
Swing.
Yeah, we're really trying to, give those Austrians every opportunity.
Absolutely. That's
Yeah.
we are so. We are,
I mean, if I were them, I'd come down from that position they're at right now, start attacking. Why
would.
why sit up on the high ground? Come on. You got a whole wing activation. You could get all that infantry moving forward. Come on.
just think of all the great advantage of being uphill and being able to charge downhill.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, don't look at what happened to the Saxon army at Hastings as an example. I mean,
Okay,
they're
maybe a bad
probably,
example.
yeah. That don't think about that. But everybody else, yeah. So
I don't know. I mean, I don't know what to do about this light cavalry down here.
Yeah, it's kind of a little bit of a three-ring cluster.
well, I mean, the one thing is where they are right now. I mean, a lot of those guys can't really move without triggering some kind of response, right?
Oh no, absolutely. In fact, I'm
Yeah.
not sure. Well, I guess this one probably.
Yeah, he could, as long as he doesn't
Because he's
move
got
here, right?
disordered guys in front of him. Well,
Right.
he can move south and west.
Yeah,
He doesn't wanna
yeah.
move- yeah. So, on the other hand, they kind of have the Prussians somewhat pinned a little bit.
Yeah. So I mean, they're kind of holding back the floodwaters
But
there.
he's got a lot bigger stacks. I
Yeah.
mean, you've got a lot bigger stacks than he does, so it's gonna be like,
I know they're all like fives. There's a couple
uh,
sixes, and I'm facing stacks, double stacks of eights. It's like,
yeah,
okay, yeah, one
yeah,
to three, yeah, that's kind of I like
sounds
those
great.
odds. Yeah. So what else?
Yeah, I mean, I guess the only thing you got is you got that one at the end of the row.
Yeah, but he's out of command.
Oh, he probably is. Sure,
Yeah,
you
because
say so. One,
I think,
two, three, four, five. Yeah, he is. Yeah. So yeah, it's not a good sitch, to be completely honest with you. This is so funny to look at this map board because I've been playing Prague in that other game system.
right.
it, it's like, oh wow, yeah, that was two hexes there between the pond and the creek. Yeah. Okay.
Hmm.
All right. Well, while you're thinking about that, yeah. So William, getting a larger monitor definitely is going to help you playing Vassal. Um, I got a larger one here. I don't know, a year or so ago, and it's made things so much easier. That's the only downside of Vassal is you can't see the whole picture at once
Yeah.
unless you zoom out so far that um, everything just becomes a little pinprick out there.
Yeah.
Um,
So you have to zoom in and out, kind of like your eye does for you all the time when you're looking at a real live board,
right.
right? It's just the computer just does not afford you the same
Yeah, you don't have quite the
resolution.
same God's eye view with
Exactly.
expanses of the map stretched out in front of you. So
Yeah.
that can be a problem if there's something going on and it's off your screen. And you're like,
Yeah.
oh, where'd that cavalry come from that's now
Right.
attacking me? I'm like, oh, I didn't see that when I was doing whatever. And and so that's why you got to kind of scroll around a fair amount and kind of see what's going on so you don't get surprised. But yeah, get yourself a better monitor. And the monitors are so cheap. You can probably don't get a monitor necessarily. You get a television. You can pick up a nice television, for $100, and you just plug your HDMI cable into it, and that's cheaper than getting a quote unquote computer monitor. So, but
Hmm.
all right, David, what have you decided to do?
Yeah.
We can only extemporize
Paralyzed.
so far
I was gonna say
before
paralyzed
before the
fear.
before all of our viewers start to get out the pitchforks and torches.
Yep, I know. All right, I will. I guess I'm going to activate my light cavalry now.
All right, so that's
The
Haddock.
one in front of the one in front of the disordered, they can react, right, as being disordered if I move.
These guys cannot opportunity charge, as I discovered to my great chagrin when you came pounding in and smacking me.
Yeah. I don't believe they are permitted to op charge. Who can charge? A routed or shaken unit cannot op charge. A disordered unit may op charge only when the triggering unit is in one of its front hexes. So
Oh,
actually, they can op charge.
Yes,
okay.
that's what I thought. It
Yeah.
was your other one was shaken, and that's why you couldn't
Right.
at the time.
So yeah, that's awkward. He can't even move. I'd forgotten about that.
Yeah.
Um, and if you move, they could both try to op charge. Obviously, there's always some risk that they would become shaken, but not very high risk because those are pretty good units, and one of them's got a leader with them, so he's even less likely to become shaken. So that's kind of
Yeah.
awkward.
There's really not much I can do with this. I'm going to take this guy, and I'm going to go like that,
Mm-hmm. Sure.
and that's it.
You gonna? Where's the leader?
Oh, I
His
probably they might want to.
his leader's over here.
Yeah.
Yeah, you might want to move the leader so that all those units are in command. Because after all, this guy could have, done more if he'd been in command. Thunder? Oh, there he is. Okay. All right. I think if that's it, then it's actually your roll for initiative.
Man, he's got pretty good initiative, doesn't he?
Yeah, most light
So
cavalry leaders do.
you would have thought so, but
Yeah,
you know, he
All
doesn't exactly have the
right. All
cream of the
right.
crop here.
You get a wing activation,
Ooh.
and we move
exciting.
the thing, and we move
Oh, we moved the thing. Oh
The
no.
thing moves.
The thing
We're having
moves.
a moving experience.
We are. We are. Moving
and
experience. All
you'll
right.
have
So
to
now,
excuse me for just a moment.
by all means. By all means.
All right, at this
All right.
point, do something brilliant, Michael. You've got a
Well,
wing. You can get one of these big lumps of units up here
yeah, I was going to say I'd probably move.
cruising forward.
Prince Heinrich is the one who's at the front of all those Prussians up north. So if I just went ahead and did that, and I think he's even in reach of the king. He is. So
Yeah.
I don't even have to roll to put him in command. So the wing activation is auto magical, which is a splendid thing. So we will go ahead and deal with disorder on this guy first.
Okay.
And he is not disordered anymore. And I think everybody else is just doing their thing. And so this is going to be MN and WD commands.
Okay.
And I believe that MN are all these grenadiers who are mostly already deployed.
Yep.
And then WD are some of these guys who've been coming up on the road up
Yeah.
behind them.
They
So,
are RV'd, correct? Or
yes.
Vide. He's a
Yes,
yeah.
yes, whichever one it is. So, all right, and so I think that's it. So I will go ahead and start advancing, and I'm going to remember that slopes cost one, which just means you got to march a little bit carefully. But I can do. I can do oblique marching all I feel like, though, so that's pretty nice. Oh, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3,
All right.
4.
I'm back. Where you at?
Greetings, Earthman. We are moving Prince Heinrich's command way up north, up near your earthworks.
Okay.
And 1, 2, 3, 4, and it's and this guy is part of that command as well. 1, 2, 3. Where's the leader? There's the leader right there. All right, well, I'll put the leader here so he can try to support that guy during the rally phase. And then we've got Veed's guys, some of which are in march column, some of which are in road still. Looks like there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them all together. All right, and let's see. If only I had chart handy here, so I'm going to have to look and remember which way facing works. It's going to cost me 2. All right, that's 1. And it only costs me 1 to form line that way. All right, so that's 2. 3, 4. That's 1, 2, 2.5. guess the rest of these guys are still in road. So I will grab them. Whoops, who's that under there? Oh, that's Heinrich.
That's Heinrich, yeah.
All right, okay. I will take 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. And then let's see, the king is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, I can move him up plenty. Still be in good shape. Okay. So I'm not sure. Do you think I have his attention yet?
Who, David?
Yeah, that's what this is all about. It's just
There
getting
you
his
go.
attention.
Yep, distract him from where the real attack is going to happen
Exactly.
at 2 o'clock this afternoon
Exactly.
when the scenario is
After
over.
this battle is
Yeah.
over. Yes, exactly. Right. So that is it. That one wing activation, which undoubtedly just made it all happen.
That was pretty awesome. Pretty
Thank
awesome.
you very much. I'm here all week. Try the veal.
All right, it's back to your
It
roll
is.
there.
It
Yeah.
is. I'll go ahead and roll then. And this is another wing and another end turn marker movement. Gadzooks. Back over to the Austrians. And alas and alack, here on Father's Day, I've discovered that my glass is empty, so I will be back anon.
Okay. Well, that will give David some time to stare at the map and figure out where to send all of his troops.
Still got a few. Yeah, so reaction charge zone is 2 hexes, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Did we win?
Yeah, we did.
Yes, you did.
Awesome.
I have surrendered.
Excellent.
All right, I guess I'll do Hohenzollern.
Hohenzollern? Okay, yeah.
I'm just going to try to roll for his initiative again, I guess. Still no luck.
All
It
right.
doesn't
Well,
matter. He's not going to
Yeah.
doesn't mean anything. Really, to a cavalry leader, doesn't mean much anyway.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Watch out, Eric. The cavalry's coming.
I know. I'm going to have to get my little wagons circled.
Mm-hmm.
5, 6.
Your grenadiers can breathe a little easier, though.
5, 6.
There
Less
you
thing
go.
to worry about. Now he's part of that command too, right?
Yep. But if he moves, he could be countercharged by this guy right here. It's
Sure.
a possibility, but
True.
right now I don't mind where he sits. So.
Okay. All right. Well, that works pretty well. Eric, I think we're over to you.
Okay, here we go. Roll the dice, move the mice. Ho! Another big
Good.
roll.
God, time is just
Flying
past.
by.
Yes, sir.
All
much
right.
for-
Why don't you go ahead and take one, Michael? I don't
All
have
right,
anything
we
exciting to do.
We can do that. We have the power. We have the technology. I guess we probably should move the rest of Leschwitz's.
Oh, yeah, all these chaps over here.
Yeah, that's who I was thinking should probably go. And so that would be Brandes, I guess, is the name of the command. Right. Yep, it is.
Yep.
So, all right. So we'll do that. And let's see, where is Brandes himself? He's right there.
Yep.
Gosh, actually, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, dang it.
What's the question?
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So actually, Leschwitz is in command range of the king.
Oh, cool. Because of the
And-
road.
Because of the road,
Right.
and Brandes is within range of Leschwitz, so I
Yeah.
don't need to roll. I mean, I don't know if it matters, but it's just was so much fun that I thought I'd mention it. I'll go ahead and activate these artillery in the vicinity as well, just because.
Mm-hmm.
And so we'll do that. Note he's disordered. Everyone is in command. So we don't need to do any other rolling. So let's just proceed with movement. So we will move. Actually, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. Let me go ahead and do that.
Who's moving?
Up there by
Brandes.
Kaj.
Up by Kaj, south of Kaj. Brandes is the name of the outfit. Alright. And let's see. Brandes goes only that far. Okay. 1, 2,
Ping the,
3.
ping the map. I'm trying. Oh. Oh, there. Okay.
And then I guess I could go ahead and move Leschwitz just because he no longer needs to be all that far over there.
Well, you want him to have Kleist in his range, right?
Yeah, well, he is now.
Oh, okay.
Especially with the road he would be anyway, but
Yeah.
it's okay. It's not a bad thing to have them arranged like that. Kleist has got his own problems at the moment.
He does.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like he just
His little attack in echelon did not quite pan out.
not really, but I know that the cavalry are going to save the day. We're just really trying to keep the Austrians busy up here. That's my story. I'm sticking to it. Don't ask.
Okay, okay.
All right. So that's it.
That was my roll, so.
All right. So we're over to David then.
Yep. 41.
And another activation for you.
Yep.
For the good guys. Very nice. Okay. So you can see what's going on with Brandes and the boys because we're going to go ahead and try to hone in on the corner there, or if nothing else, just try to rescue Kleist.
Right.
So whether that gives you any thoughts about what to do with looking for his name.
I've got all kinds of people down here. Kalkruth and the
That's
rest.
the one I was thinking of.
Yeah. So just kind of move in echelon up there towards that part of the
I mean,
universe.
if you're of a mind, I mean, obviously, the closer you get, the more you're going to get shot at. But obviously, at a certain point, you just make the last bums rush. And
Yeah. Well, so my question is, are you going to want to move anybody else? Or they're all in road column at this point? Because if we switch back to me, then you can't do movement, right? Because didn't we supposed to have the movement
okay. Nope.
separated?
Yes, no, you're quite right. Thank you, because that's the detachment down there.
Right, right.
Okay.
So, I mean, I don't know that you have anything else that you want to deploy, or you're going to move stuff in road.
The truth is, it's not just moving in road, it's moving in road on a road.
Ah, okay. Oh, some of these people have gone off road.
And some of them have gone off road, and so I should probably
Yeah.
be
So
thinking
why don't you
about
take care of
what I
them?
do with them first.
Yeah.
Okay. And so let me make sure I'm clear on who I've got where. That is too many names. Too many names, and they're all two the same. And that is KN also. Okay. All right.
It's Newt.
Turned me into a newt.
I got better. There you go.
All right. Yeah, I guess I will go ahead and do Kanacher, who's part of Braunschweig's outfit. He is up here.
Yep.
I think that's actually him there.
Yep, he's at the head of the column.
Right? He's got 1, 2, 3. I'm looking for. Okay, there's 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so I see his 4 battalions. He's also got some guns mixed up and around with him. So I'll activate the guns as well. And I am really confused about something. Okay, help me see what cockeyed weirdness I did. So I'm looking at that 12-pounder there. And of course,
Okay.
because it's a 12-pounder, it's 2 hexes long. Oh, this is the back end of that.
Yep.
Okay, because they were coming down this road this way. Okay,
Correct.
I'm sorry. I was like, what?
Yep.
What am I looking at here? Okay. All right. So we got those 12-pounders there, and
Probably should have pointed him in that just to remind yourself. But
yes, I see now. Yes, quite clearly. Okay. All right. So I'll activate both of those 12-pounders along with Kanacher, and off we go. These guys are currently in road column, but really not for much good reason. So I wonder if I'd be better off just taking them out of road first. That costs 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll do the same thing with this guy. 1, 1, 2, 3. Sure, 4. I double dog dare you to come out and find me.
Uh, the first guy was
He
four and
went
a
down a
half.
slope, right?
Oh,
Yep.
Yeah.
down counts too.
It
You are
just says when,
no. You
yeah,
are
it's a
absolutely
plus
right.
half, yeah.
No worries. You're absolutely right. Again, I was literally just playing this battle this afternoon with a different system, and their downslopes free for infantry, not for cavalry or artillery, but it is for infantry. So,
There you go.
all right. Now let's see what else have we got. He's gonna go 1, 2. And I'll take him out of road, so that's 4. Y'all familiar with the NATO phonetic alphabet? You know, Alpha, Bravo, Charlie.
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
Well,
yeah.
so I use it a lot because I'm always having to use acronyms over the phone. So I just learned it a long time ago, and I hear my daughter down the hall doing it. I don't know what she's talking about or to whom she's talking, but whiskey tango. It's like, what the hell is? I must have raised her
Was it,
well, though.
was it Whiskey Tango Foxtrot?
Yeah, it might have been, or maybe that was just habit that I'm saying that myself all the time. I'm not sure. Okay, all right. We'll go ahead and move these guns and get them out of the way. That is 1. That is 2. That is 3.
Is the king going with them?
Oh no, he wasn't. Thank you. That was 1, 2, 3. He was here.
Yeah.
I have got to ask those two what the hell they're talking about. There's something just entirely too funny about that conversation. All right, and I guess I will just follow along with these guys here. I was thinking about doing something else, but
And you've got one last chap here who's part of,
right.
yeah.
Yeah, exactly. He's and I will just go ahead and follow the road. Now that the road's clear, the guns are out of the way. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, and I guess that is it. I will flip him over. I will. Just gonna put a finish marker on that guy. Although it's really dumb for the finish marker to not be on top, so I'm gonna put it on top just to remind me that those guys have moved, and I believe that is it.
All right, it's back to your roll.
Back to me.
I think so.
Oh boy.
Oh, here we go. Another special whoop-de-doo.
My talent is
Fate.
unending.
Fate. The fickle finger of fate.
Holy sheep shit.
A 0-1.
Russians surrendered.
I think that's it.
So
Well,
roll
damn
for
it, the roads
fate.
went
A 0 through 3, it's Schwerin. A 4 through 6, it's Brown. A 7 through 8 is Charles. And a 9, it's Frederick.
So, all right,
And
so
it's
let's see.
got a...
When a 0-1 is rolled for initiative by either player, roll another die to see which leader will be affected by the fate special result. I guess I'll go ahead and roll since I did it in the first place. Once the potential victim is determined, roll a die on the fate line of the leader loss table to see what happens to him.
A 3. Who is that? That's Schwerin.
Okay,
And
then
then
we
you
roll
roll
the
to see what
fate
happens.
line,
Yep.
which is 0 or 1 is bad.
Yep.
Okay, all right. I bet I could roll 0 or 1.
I'm sure you can too.
I feel pretty good about that, yeah. What is the double stars by the wounded? Oh, wounded duration equal to a single die roll halved and rounded. Okay, all right, good enough.
That's 6.
Okay.
No effect. there was a cannonball rolling slowly, came
Right.
close enough to maybe knock his horse over, but
Well, he is kind of down that way, isn't
he
he?
is, he is. There
Yeah.
has been
So
some cannonballs rolling around.
exactly, exactly. So, whew, that was close.
That was
All right.
close.
I guess I will roll
Roll
again.
again.
This time with feeling.
Indeed. Well, we just pushed it up again.
Oh, we did.
And it's another
Well,
wing activation for the
yes,
Austrians.
indeed, a wing activation if they can and will.
All right, what excitement do you have planned, David?
Hey.
Are you going to sortie out of your fortifications? Attack those pesky Prussians. Why hide behind a fortification? I mean, come
We're
on.
gonna head to the brothels in Prague.
There you go.
All right. What the heck am I going to do now?
All right.
So
Well,
let's see
it's-
here.
there's Peroni hasn't moved. Let's see who else. Well, none of your infantry down the main line have done anything yet.
So my wing commander is basically Brown, and the cavalry one. The cavalry one's already gone. I could do Brown, right? Or is he army commander?
Brown is your army commander. Right? Somewhere here I
Yeah,
got
I
the
think the real
Austrian
problem
card.
is I guess you've got Koenigsegg G,
Oh, makes sense. Wing.
and then Cool. I guess we decided actually isn't even on the
No.
board, even though a lot of your units are from his wing. But
Well, there's
Koenigsegg is
there's
G.
two. Peroni and Vede are Cool's, but the rest of Cool's command is further to the west.
I guess so. Yeah.
Yeah, because we've still got people that are off the map, right? We've
Alright,
got
so-
Pennever.
I will activate.
Yeah, Penavera is for sure.
Yeah.
Activate Königsberg.
Koenigsegg,
Königsegg, Berg, Bug,
whatever, whatever.
Koenig
It's all
guy.
good. Is he in reach of Brown? Probably not. Well, I don't know. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. I guess he is.
Yeah.
So he doesn't need to roll. Obviously, it would only apply to leaders that are within his reach.
All right. Well, he's got a 6, and so this is one of his guys here.
Okay. Yep.
And Campbell.
Yep. Compitelli.
Capitelli.
And
Presock.
Grace. All right. So
And then I guess the guys way up north, which are outside of his range. Okay. All right. So, although it looks like he couldn't be activated, Prasock couldn't. He's too far away.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah,
One
he's
hex too
just one
far
hex
away.
shy.
Oh. All right. So I can only do what?
So
Your
Stolberg,
Capitelli and
Capitelli.
Stolberg.
All right. We'll do that. Let's see. Do I want to do anything? Yeah. Let's activate these howitzers.
Okay.
So firing first. So let's fire the howitzers.
I'm confused. Are there other howitzers? I'm looking at these.
Nope, there's one that's down here by
Oh, thank
yeah.
you. Okay. Yep.
Yep.
All good. Who are we shooting at?
I will shoot at that.
All right.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Howitzers at 11.
That's times 1, so it's going to be 2 to 10. Okay.
1
So
to
what
3
is
with
that?
a plus 10, probably, or plus 5 for being up high.
It's a
Yeah,
plus
they're not in
5.
fortification, so they
Yeah.
don't get that. They only get
Yeah.
+5.
So roll really well. That was
95.
almost really well enough. If you'd been in fortifications, it would have been well enough.
Yep. No dice.
That's oops. All right. Now the infantry in here can fire. In the right, Michael? Yes.
Yeah, they're Stolbergs, yeah.
Yep. They'll fire on. I guess the guy. What's the size?
So you're going to have 8, right? Because 4 times
4 to
2.
7 or 0. So I will fire on
I'm
this square.
actually struggling with that a little bit because you've only got 2 increments that can fire.
Oh, because you've got the guns there.
The guns are on top of the stack, and they're taking up the first 2 spaces.
So it's going to be 4.
Oh, it's going to be 1 to 3.
Yeah.
Damn, bro! If that was artillery, that was a hit.
But it's not.
Alas.
Well, could they even have hit anything?
They would have needed a special result. At 1 to 3, you either need a plus modifier or a special result to do anything at all.
And all right, so now this movement. I don't have any movement, and so flip. And flip. And the other guy wasn't in range, right? Okay. All right.
All right.
Right,
I think
he
we're back
wasn't.
to you,
Yeah,
Michael.
that's right. No, I think I rolled the 4-8.
Oh, okay. So then it's
So I
my
think it's you.
turn. Here we go.
Yeah.
Oh, another special.
Oh, for the wrong guy. Oh, that's another fate.
Oh,
Yeah.
another fickle finger of fate.
All right.
All right, so then I roll one die and see what we
Don't
get.
kill the king, please.
A 6. That is going to be Brown. Yeah, Brown. Man of renown. So let's roll for Brown. 7. Nothing. A stray musket ball went sailing through his hat.
All right. Well,
All
try
right,
that
let's
again, then.
roll again. 94, another big roll. But this time it's another wing activation.
Golly. A wing.
A whole wing.
However, I think at this point, I do no longer have anybody who's going to leave a road.
Okay, then I will.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah,
Okay.
nobody's going to leave a road now.
All right, so then I can possibly activate then like Treshow,
Yep.
who.
Or Kalkruth.
Well, Treshow is. I think he is in charge of Kalkruth, isn't it? Where are these
Oh,
people?
because you got a wing. Sorry.
Yeah. So it's
Yep.
Hatchimany is the overall commander, right?
Yes.
And then Kalkruth and Treshow are his
So if you
subordinates.
could get
1, 2, 3, 4,
Hatchamoy
5.
to activate.
Yep, good. And I think Schwerin is here, so he's within range of Schwerin,
Yeah.
right? So we can do it. We
Good
can
to
make
go.
it happen. Okay.
Right. And I don't believe there's any disorder, and I
No.
would hope everybody's in range, considering.
Yeah. So how far should I advance? Do you want me? Are you going to at some point move this on top of that, or are you going to
No,
keep
because
your
I don't
two?
want to make that big a target.
Oh, okay. All
Um,
right. So how far should I
trouble-
advance?
The trouble with these guns, to be completely clear, is they can prolong, or they can fire, or they can't do both.
Oh, okay.
So they're going to move very slowly.
Right.
I just didn't want to have unlimbered guns in the presence of that many Austrian guns.
Okay.
So I went ahead and unlimbered them.
So should I just move forward?
So I would say if you moved, you could certainly move forward 2 hexes easily. 3 hexes would be fine, but probably try not to block his.
Yeah. Okay.
If you're going to do that. And so, yeah, I mean, 2 or 3 works for me. And then, yeah, I'm going to keep advancing.
Yep. You got these other guys coming up the road.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's all the more reason to go ahead and start moving
Okay.
forward, just so make room for another command to
Another
pull
big
up behind
group
you.
of people. There we go. So 1, 2, 3.
You haven't found any carp ponds, have you?
I haven't hit any yet. Give me time.
That's good.
I don't think we have a roll for that.
Oh, yeah, we do. We just didn't do it this time.
All right, where's Treshow? Yep. All right, and then Hatchimony. Let's make sure he's somewhere where he can be supported still by Schwerin. 1,
Right.
2, 3,
Yep,
4,
that's
5,
good.
6. And he can still keep all of his
All right,
people
we're setting
happy.
you up there, David. You're going to have some juicy targets.
Well, with my shooting, you don't have to worry.
Well, it was a shame to watch you wasting that 90 and 96. Not like you get enough of those in life.
All right. Oh, and can I unlimber these guns at the same time that are down here, or
I'm sorry, where?
that are south? Or do they have to be closer to the units that are being activated?
No. Independent units, you can actually activate them at any time. They just have to be within reach of either the command leader you activated
Right.
or any non-command leader. Well, they're close enough to Schwerin that they're in command.
Right.
So yeah, absolutely. You could have activated them, in theory, of course, you'd do that all at the same time, but yeah, by all means. So yeah, if you wanted to, you could activate them, move them, course, because they got 4 movement points, you could move them and unlimber them.
Right. All right. What is a good spot to park them? Well, I can start shooting the middle of your line, I guess. So, 1, 2, 1, 2, and then just unlimber them. Voila.
A lot like that. Stuff's getting real.
Yeah, I can finally shoot cannons, maybe.
There you go.
And
All
those
right.
guys can fire and then prolong, and fire and prolong, so they can do something, right?
Oh yeah, that's interesting. So what's the difference?
They are lighter. They're 6-pounders.
Oh, these are 12-pounders up here.
Yeah.
Okay.
You've got the big
so
heavy
those
stuff.
are obviously in some ways really a whole lot more flexible for battlefield use because they're a lot more mobile.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah. Very good.
That was my role, so I think we're
That's
over
you.
to
Okay,
David.
So David.
Okay.
88. We're just pushing stuff. That's one for us.
One for us.
And where are we at?
We're in your detachment, so if you have anything else you want to do, you probably should just keep with your detachment.
You know, so I'm wondering, should I move these grenadiers down towards this village? And, you know, like to support my cavalry or to come up and attack this part of his line.
Possibly so. I mean, the only thing is if you do that, obviously you're kind of leaving a hole in the middle of the command. Schweren's going to have a hard time controlling both sides of the wing if you split like that.
Yeah, but I mean, Winterfeld's got a activation of 7. He's nearly godlike.
Yeah. If he's godlike, then I guess it's all right.
Yeah.
Sure.
I mean,
if
does
you
that
want
make
to, you know
sense?
what? No,
Okay.
I mean, there's certainly some merit to the idea that it's going to put more pressure on the cavalry down there because obviously the cavalry was there to threaten you. Now, turnabout coming the other way, right?
Okay.
So,
All right.
and besides that, only electrons die. So
There you go.
give it a shot and see what happens.
So there's 1, 2, 3. And then this guy's going to go. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. And then these guys are going to turn.
You do know that the enemy.
1,
Well, actually, they can't hit you in the flank.
2, 3, 4. And these guys are going to turn to 1, 2, 3, 4. And then Winterfeld can go here. He's got a range of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Everyone is in command. And he's still in command. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep. All right. He's still good.
All right.
Okay. Cool.
Stuff is getting real. All right. That was your 88, David?
That was his 88.
So then I will roll
61.
61 for the good guys. And you can do whatever you want to do.
All
with
right.
the
Do you want me
rest
to
of
just keep pushing more electrons forward here?
Well, yeah. I mean, you might. You could either.
Is that a wing activation for us? Yeah, I think it is.
I think 61 will be. Yeah.
Because I think the king is. I don't know. He's somewhere around here. It says what he's worth. I'm
Well,
pretty
I guess
sure.
If worst comes to worst, we could always just flip him over and look. 5.
He's a
is
5. Oh,
his
yeah.
wing
Yeah.
activation number, which is insane. But
Okay.
sure, why not? So yeah,
All
so
right.
it is a wing. So if you want to,
I could
whatever wing
activate
that-
Foucault.
Okay, and yeah, and I don't know if you want to just move on forward or if you want to, refuse the flank a little bit, just to prevent him from coming around. Although honestly, the grenadiers will probably have the effect of keeping him up on the hill. So yeah, I mean, just don't. Just be
Don't
careful
make a
of leaving
mess.
Your flank in the air.
Yeah, there we go.
That's the only
So there's 1. So 1, 2, 3, right? 1, 2, 3. Let's see. KS 1, 2, 3. Right, 1. And then these guys, they can turn. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and
At this point, you might as well move Fouquet and Schwerin.
yep. So Fouquet can go there, and he's got all his guys in command, right? Yeah. Everybody's in command there, and Schwerin can move up here, I guess. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep, those guys are still in command.
Watch the cannonballs, Herr Field Marshal.
Hey, it's rolling those whatever they are that are problematic, right?
0 ones are the ones that
Yeah.
would be really troublesome.
Yeah. Okay, let's
All
see
right.
here. Yep, and let's see. I gotta flip over somebody else, right? Cursel. Yeah, Cursel. And I gotta flip over this other guy here. Okay, cool, cool.
Stuff's about to get real.
Yeah.
All right, I think it is yours, Eric.
Okay, here we go. 91. It's another big one for us. At this point, I've moved all of my infantry.
You're finished, and in fact, you've moved all of your
Yep, and I've
cavalry
moved.
too.
Yep,
so
all my
really it's-
cavalry. Yep. So at this point, it's just whatever you got.
It's the me and me show at this point.
Yep.
All right. Well, then we will do. Oh, and it's a wing.
Yep.
Well, where is the guy? Oh, we're gonna do the other side of Braunschweig's command, whose name is. Well, I didn't think I was colorblind. Ponvitz. There we go.
There we go.
He is up this way.
Okay.
Oh, no, that's Braunschweig himself. Well, Ponvitz is somewhere.
Ponvitz is
Ready
right
to go.
behind him.
You're all gonna move, okay? You're just gonna move. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Look at that. Almost like he planned it. All those years on the parade ground were lost on us.
Marching up and down the square.
Up and down the square. I enjoy that one. And let's see, how far back does that one go? There's 6.
It goes all the way back. Those guys just barely got everybody on the board last turn.
Yeah, exactly. Wow, that's funny. All right. Okay. How did that happen? Make it stop.
They marched extra fast.
Yeah, that was probably it.
I think the eccentric marker should point towards the unit it's attached to.
It should, but actually, apparently, at least according to the rules, that you don't actually change facing to follow the road until you leave the hex.
Okay.
So you're right. I mean, it probably doesn't really make a particle of difference, but once
Right.
I learn that rule, by golly, I just have to do it. Because,
Because
be a strong
you are
sexual-
lawful neutral.
That's awesome. Yes, I think that is my story, and I'm sticking to
Yeah,
it.
there you go. All right. I rolled that one, so
Okay, then, David.
oh, that's one for them, and it's another wing activation for the Austrians.
Boy, weird. We're trying to move quickly through the turn now.
Yeah.
For all that we're on the 3rd week of it.
Yeah, well,
I
this
do
was,
see the light at the end of the tunnel, though. We've only really got a few commands left.
yeah.
All right, let's see. Let's activate the grenadiers.
Oh,
Oh, here we go. It's real now.
or not.
And
activated.
also this artillery here.
Me?
6, 11. Make a shot at this guy here.
Okay.
Range is 11 times 4, so it's 8 to 10, right? And plus 5 and 15 plus 15. And that doesn't help. Okay.
Yeah.
And
Just dropped my glass, and I must have hit something on my laptop because all of a sudden Alanis Morissette's singing in my ears.
There you go. I'm glad it's not coming through on the on YouTube. Otherwise, I'd have to pay royalties.
That's right.
oh, he banned.
Yeah.
We're gonna demonetize you, pal.
Exactly.
Because
Exactly.
you make the big cash off of all the views on this.
Oh yeah. Yeah. This is a much beloved live stream.
Yeah, which Alanis Morissette was it?
It was Thank You from her supposed former infatuation junkie album.
All right. Back to you, Mike.
Yeah, I suppose.
Yeah.
It is, yeah. So let's see what we
Oh, it's another exciting one.
I couldn't stand
Like
it.
every other roll is a special one for you. So this is another free fire segment for the Austrians.
He's gonna run out of commands he can use that with.
I know.
It's my story. We're sticking
oh.
to it.
Actually, I forgot to mark my hand at that finish. So
Yeah, he might actually struggle to make use of this one.
well, I can do the one the artillery I just fired. Oh no, he can't because he's not with a.
He's not with a leader.
Right.
And he already did a free fire combat with
The
With
other
the
one.
leader.
Furstein.
Right. Yeah. So shoot.
Don't think I have.
Those guys don't have a target. Those guys don't have a leader. Those guys have already done that. Yeah, it's
Well, actually, I could do. The artillery's done the free fire up here, but the infantry unit didn't do free fire.
okay, but remember that was 1 to 3, so I'm not really sure if
But
it's
I
gonna
don't
get
have
you.
any.
Yeah, you can't actually hit anything.
Yeah. None of these other ones are big. No. Yeah. Well, of course you can always just decline, I guess.
You can just let us have a turn, right?
Or you could just
We
roll
could-
and see if
we
you
could
get a
do a free-
special result, and you know.
Let's see if I get a. It's 1 to
do
3
you.
with whatever. No special.
Ah, you didn't. What a shame. I'm gonna roll again then.
It's the same thing. That's another fire segment.
Okay.
So
Because
I'm
it
out.
Everyone's free fired out. Yeah.
wasn't useless enough. I will roll again.
Roll the 6-0 this time, and we can shoot something, right? Oh, that's a big number.
Did it wrong. All right, we are down to 9 of 10. So we've only got one more before we go to end turn. Not that it makes a particle of difference. That is for the good guys.
Yep. Yep.
So I suppose whoever's at the front of the queue. And I'm looking for whoever's at the front of the queue. Schoning, the front end of Bevern's command. And actually his is that really long command. It's like 8 battalions. So I have to be careful about how far I go. Because 1, 2,
Yeah,
3, 4.
because some of them aren't on the main road yet.
Yeah, exactly. So
Yeah.
so that's where the tail gun Charlie is going to end up. And so then everybody needs to be forward of that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Okay, good times. So what does that mean? Everyone ends up moving 2, 4, 10. All right, so these guys will only move 9. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Oops. It's like you gotta hit the right button and everything. 2, 3, and 1. So he actually is moving 10. And these will move like that. And yikes, that is not at all what I wanted to do. Whatever. It's all good. Yeah, this is just crazy. All right, and then I guess Bevern will make his way forward. Although, let's see, that's Bevern's boys further back too, isn't it? Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, if he sits on the road, can he then contact all of his leaders?
Yeah, he probably could actually. Yeah, and I'm not going to get a wing activation with him anyway. So
Yeah.
yeah, we'll just do that, and then we'll do this, and that'll be that. And I'm not sure. That was my roll, so it must be your roll now.
Okay, here we go.
Derek.
Hey, there's one for us, a 6-0. Hey, guess what? We get a free fire combat, finally.
Oh my gosh.
Pick one command and possible independence for fire combat. But so how does that work? They got to be, so you've got artillery, but it's got to be stacked with a leader?
Or with a unit that's part of the leader's command.
Yeah. You got Kleist stuff, but
Yeah, but I don't think any of his guys are in command.
1,
anymore.
2, 3, 4, 5. What's his range? 4, yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nope.
Yeah, his back row can fire. Big deal.
Yeah.
Don't really
Friendly,
think it would
friendly
be.
fire. Friendly
Yeah.
fire.
Sounds like a good
fragging.
idea to me.
Little fragging action. Yeah.
Now
So-
he can do close combat too, right?
Well, he
Or-
But
could
they're
do
out
close
of-
combat, except they're out of command, so they couldn't.
No. I'm talking about with those units.
So it was a 0-6, right? So pick
Yeah.
one command, for free fire or close combat segment.
Right. So
Do I have something I could do close
yeah,
combat?
You totally do. Absolutely, you do.
Yeah.
I mean, you got
So does it have to be
Should've kept
people
my
that are
big mouth
stacked
shut,
next to
but-
each other, or what?
no. With infantry, it would have to be people stacked next to each other. But
Okay.
With cavalry, the close combat phase includes charge movement.
Oh, so I could charge forward and do
So
something.
the only thing you can't do is you can't maneuver to get yourself set up for
Right.
a charge. You already have to be in a position where you can charge from where you are.
Right,
But if you do, go for it.
right. And so can you change facing or not?
Nope.
Because that would be the
Charge.
whatever. Yeah.
And
So
it is somewhat constrictive. Now I will say that one of the games, it may be Mulvitz or Chatuzitz, actually lets infantry advance 1 hex and then do close combat.
right.
it's not in these rules, so
Okay. Interesting.
it's not an option here. So it seems to me that if anybody's going to take advantage of it, it would be one of your cavalry commands. I think that's where there's more potential benefit.
Yeah, I mean, these guys could charge these guys here, right?
Yeah,
Yep,
yeah,
that's the only one that's kind of lined up where I could go. Otherwise, everybody else is kind of either adjacent to somebody.
Well,
yeah.
I
the ones
mean,
adjacent could still do it. I
oh,
mean,
okay.
Absolutely.
yeah, they
They
don't
just
get
don't
the
get.
plus.
They
They
don't
don't
get
get
any
the plus.
pluses.
On the
Oh,
other hand, remember, you got like 3-to-1 odds, even if you don't have any pluses, right? Because you got stacks of eights
yeah,
and
yeah,
sevens
yeah,
against these
yeah.
fives. So yeah,
Okay,
you could argue that that's still better than nothing.
right. So this is Nordum's command. And that guy, who's he part of? Um, so these are Nordum. He's Nordum. Otherwise, these guys are Schwerin or
No,
Schetschlau or whatever. Stetschau.
Stechau.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Stechau.
yeah. Right. So yeah, you kind of have to decide: do you want to do Stechau or do you want to do the other ones? Which I don't know. I could. Oh, of course, you probably don't want to use um, Norman's. I
No,
mean, I guess
because they're disordered, right?
they're disordered, so they're going to operate at half strength. So it's kind of like really why, you're probably going to be undisordered at your next activation. So why bother going into close combat when
Right.
you've got a disadvantage?
I will. So I'll see about this. Do I have to make an initiative roll for
No,
him to be in
no,
command? Oh,
you do not. That's the thing about the free combat thing is um,
oh,
it doesn't
okay,
require a roll like that. It is just free combat.
okay,
Um, but of course, not everybody's obliged to do it. So if you don't
right.
feel like doing it, you don't have to. You know, this guy is going to be suffering from a +10 for being outflanked
If he tries to attack.
if he tries to attack. So it's not required. You could choose just to have these guys do
Yeah,
it,
I'll
or
just
even
have.
just one of
Yeah,
those two. Maybe not even both of them.
yeah. I will. I'll try to have this chap here do it.
Mm-hmm.
So here we go. We roll the dice and see if
Yep.
he. So do I have to declare all of them, or do I declare one and
You'd
then I
have
can
to
declare?
declare all that you're going to go with before you roll for any of them.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll go with this guy then. So better chance of something happening. Oh, it's good.
All good. All right.
So we're gonna have
Not
three
a
to
lot of
one
charge movement.
odds.
So the defender needs to roll a morale check. There shouldn't be any modifiers on this one. I expect he's all right.
You
So
never know.
then, yeah, it is 3-to-1 odds. The defender's got a +2. He's also got a +1 for being light cavalry enemy in his face, so that's +3. Your guys are +3 +1 more for light cavalry, so that's 4, 5, 6 for the leader. So it's 3-to-1 +3. It looks like.
Okay. So he's got a. Yeah. So the difference is, but I have my leader adds 2, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
yeah,
Oh, so the
absolutely
net
does.
the net altogether
The
is
net
just +3. Okay.
is 3-to-1 +3 to you.
Okay. All right. Well, let's see what we get.
Chuck some dice.
All right. So that's going to be a net of +1.
Yeah, on the 3-to-1.
So that is 1D and 1R.
Okay. That'll do.
Oh, it added 1 hit to everybody. I didn't want to do that.
No, no.
All right.
Bad enough as it is. Don't want to make it worse.
And they are disordered. Okay. All right. And then I can advance, I guess.
Yeah, somebody has to advance.
Okay, into the vacated hex.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll go ahead and have the guy that's on the bottom go in,
Okay.
and he's disordered.
Right. Yep.
Okay, good. And then we roll for the charge
Roll for
pursuit.
points, and
So
we'll round
5.
it to 3.
So that's 3. So we could kill a few more increments in the process. And then if we go to, then we'd have to roll to see if we can recover, correct?
That's right. Yep. Yep.
Okay.
So if you used those 3, you'd be rolling at plus 20 for your recall, because plus 5 for disorder, plus 5 more for each of the pursuit points that gets used.
Okay. Well, I'll
Just plus
push
5
forward 1 to
Okay.
grind up another increment.
Okay. All right.
And then I will roll for
Plus 10.
recovery, right?
Oh, that's right. Uh-oh. I don't think you're going to make plus 10.
Nope. He's
Nope.
a 23.
So he's now shaken and disordered.
Okay.
Into,
Okay.
Into every life, a little rain must fall.
There you go. There you go.
Okay. All right. So, let's see. That was your special result, right?
Correct.
Okay. So then, I guess we
Roll again.
put a free combat on that guy, so he can't do that again.
Yep.
And then roll again.
All right. That's 1 for the Austrians.
1 for the Austrians. If there's Austrians that need to activate, I guess there are a couple. There's the guys up in the readouts up north, the earthworks up north. There's what's his name? Prasak.
Prasak hasn't done anything yet. Peroni hasn't done anything yet.
I don't know, it makes me thirsty.
Ursel. Cosmopolitan hasn't done anything yet.
Cosmopolitan? What are you
Martini hasn't done anything yet. Let's see. There you go.
Let's see. Shaken or half movement, right?
Stuff that's shaken.
Yeah.
No, shaken is normal movement.
All right. Do I have to do anything else? Yeah, we might as well do it right now. Thorstein, is going to fire this turn. He had a free fire, but he hasn't done his actual fire.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
So
Yeah.
he'd be available for that, right?
Yep. Yep.
Yep.
And,
I think he would just activate with whoever's activating.
yeah. And,
Yep.
and then Ursel will activate, I guess.
Okay. All right. And you've got those skirmishers up there
Yeah.
with Durcell.
Right. These will activate.
Okay.
Um, so I guess let's see what her cells. It's probably
So it should be. I mean, most of my stuff is what, 6 or 8 hexes away. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They're all 8 away.
all right.
So you've got
Disordered.
you
so
got
fire
6 and
first.
8. Yeah, so it's a 1-to-1 attack on whomever. Who are you going to target?
4, 6, 8. Yeah.
So it's like 14 to 10.
Yeah. Well, let's see.
Is that with the 12s and the 6s?
Yeah. So they're the 12s are times 4, so that's going to be 8, and the 6s are times 3, so that's going to be
Yeah.
6.
I'll do that. So
Okay.
against them.
All right. So it's a 1-to-1.
1-to-1 plus 10. Bang. Boom. No.
So that's an 84.
Well, that's a hit.
That's
And a morale check for that one.
Yep. Okay. Which one was it again? Can you flash it again? I can't
That
remember.
one right here was the one he was aiming at.
Okay. That's his first hit. All right. And then we make a morale check. 38. I think he's happy.
yeah. He's supported. So
Yeah, he's 32.
Yeah. So actually, he would have needed a less than 22 because he was in the supported level. So
Yeah. Okay.
good shape.
all right. So now anything disordered up there. So
Just have those seat fillers from the Oscars just come running up and fill the space.
I guess I have to roll for the skirmishers if they're in command. But hey, they're in command.
Actually, I think they would have been anyway because Durcell is right there.
They don't. They're independent.
Yeah, I know, but an independent unit can take command from the activated command leader.
Oh, okay.
So he didn't have to roll, but he's good to go.
Yeah. Now the guy that's in the church can't because he's too far away.
That's right. He would have to roll, but he's not being activated right
Yeah.
now. It doesn't matter.
3.
Why not?
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
No point in having a fire arc over the pond.
And let's move this guy like.
Oh, I thought you were just going to march down the road to Prague.
That was my plan all along.
Yeah.
I'm really disappointed to find that I'm now going to have to fight my way to Prague.
Wow, that's disappointing.
Nerve. The unmitigated gall.
And let's move him over to.
Which hex is that? All right.
It's all going according to plan, Michael.
Yes, according to our cunning plan.
Exactly.
And is it my roll? I don't remember
Yeah.
who rolled.
It was a 3-6. And actually,
Oh, then it must be yours, David.
yep, it was Eric's.
Yeah.
So now my roll. Boom. And that.
Oh,
goes-
that puts us to the end of the
That is our
turn.
end turn. Although I don't think that's a problem since that's all we got. In fact, if I'm not mistaken, I've only got one command left. I think.
I think. Roll.
Yeah, I think Austrians haven't moved Peroni. And is there anybody else you haven't moved yet?
I've got like 2.
Oh, okay.
I've got those guys, whatever those guys are, up on the road there.
That's Peroni.
Peroni, and then I had Parrish or
Okay, yeah.
Raysock.
Okay.
Yep, that's
other Braunschweig, the one who reports to Bevern. I just can't believe these Germans. Come up with some more names, boys. You're killing me.
It's all a lot of inbreeding.
I wonder. I wonder. 1, 2, 3. And the laugh's on me, of course. I'm going to move these guys for the whole freaking game. And they are not going to smell one whiff of gunpowder the entire trip. Unless the wind's blowing from the west, I guess. In which case,
There you go.
Gunpowder. But nevertheless, I think that's it for those fellas. So,
That's your roll.
I think it's. Is it mine now?
Yep.
Yep. All right. And so it's an end turn. Do we have any commands left?
I don't have any at this point. I've moved everybody.
And I don't really care to move the king, so he's fine where he is. So in that case, we'll give it over to the Austrians, and the Austrians can do whatever limited activations they have left.
So I'll do a Peroni. 1, 2, 3.
Gets you to the stream.
Yeah, it looks like he can get just to the bridge if he stays in road order.
It's not really a bridge. It looks more like a ford to me.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I guess it might
I would say it's a causeway, but
be. Ooh.
Oh, let's zoom in. Let's see. Could be. Yeah, could be.
It's a means of transiting the water feature. How about that?
There you go. We'll take that.
Sounds fancy that way.
all right. Eric, it's your.
Okay. 33. That's another one for us. We can't do anything with it, so go ahead and spend it in a wild manner.
And let's actually move him actually to right. So the end of his command is right there, right?
Yes, that would be the end of his command. Now remember, regimental integrity applies, though. So that hex is the same as that hex.
Because it's the 2 battalions of the same regiment.
Exactly.
But okay,
Well, and in fact, to be honest with you, that's 1, 2, 3. So that guy's only 3 away from him, as much as that's not obvious because of the regimental integrity.
can I move up 1 hex to here? Still be then?
Yeah. Yeah, you'd be 4 away at that point. But that's valid. It's all fun and games till the line gets broken, but, whatever.
So, but now he's within range of Koenigs.
Reach of Koenigsegg. Okay. Yeah. 2, 4, 6. Yeah.
He wasn't before, so now I have. Okay. And
All right. Now, do you have anybody else left?
I think that's all.
I mean, I believe you. I just wanted to be sure. because if that's the case, then
We have reached the end of the turn.
Yep, we
Okay.
can start rolling for recovery, I
Rally
guess.
phase, and we just rolled a tie. Okay, I don't really know what that means. There we go. The Austrian rally first this time.
I
All
mean,
right.
it doesn't matter since it's.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter. Not really, but for some reason the rules tell you to do it that way. So shaken units first.
Shaken unit first. All right. Where do I have shaken? So I
I
don't.
don't know. Just hunting
Everybody
around
down in the south is routed.
I think that's
There's
correct.
none of your infantry is shaken so far.
So let's
So
start
it's.
here, I think.
I think we got
You got
guys
cavalry,
here,
yeah, and here,
yeah. So
here.
there's plenty
Yep. So let's
plenty
start
in the
with this one
cavalry's
there.
All right, very good. So that's going to be plus 10 minus 10. So that's going to be even.
Oh, that's because he's got that big. Yeah. All right.
Yeah, he's a monster.
Okay. So
Yeah,
they are not shaken anymore.
shaken comes off. Can't say the same for the guys in front because they're plus 15 minus 3, so that's plus 12.
Plus 12.
Yep, they're happy.
No concern there. They're still disordered, but they're not shaken anymore.
Let's save them. All right. So back over here, or let's see. What's this guy?
Now they're going to probably. I'm going to double check. I think they're going to be plus 15 because I'm pretty sure being in an EZOC is going to have a negative modifier. I'm looking for. If you roll well enough, it doesn't matter.
All right.
Intent.
Doesn't matter.
He rolled a 97.
Yeah, well,
And the
see,
next one.
he
Love
takes
that.
directions well.
Okay.
Holy moly!
Sheesh.
Yeah. All
Save
that
some
just to
really
save
big
me
rolls
looking
for
up
me, please. Yeah.
a DRM. That's
Okay.
crazy.
To save you some lookup.
Yeah.
All right. So shaken, shaken. Where?
You got another one guy down here. That other heavy
Where?
down
Yeah,
here.
down south of the pond.
Oh, way in there. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, he's going to be
Disordered with a
plus 12.
well, oh, and he's
Wow,
just
you are hot, brother. The question is you're going to keep rolling hot for all these routes?
yeah, we'll see.
Okay. Think that's all of them.
Well, there's a shaken skirmisher up here.
Oh, so there is. You're quite right. Very good.
Oh,
That's probably just barely enough because they're like 40s, aren't they?
they're
Yeah.
four.
Well, that's good enough, though. And being in the woods actually probably helped too. Minus 5. So, yeah, he's good to go.
Okay. See if I can order. I don't think anybody else is shaking along there. Okay. All right. So now routed.
Right.
Let's start at the bottom.
All right. That one's going to be plus 25 for being half dead.
Yeah, he's still routed. So. And I don't.
And they move back 6, right?
He was a 30. Did he lose
He
one?
loses another increment and routes another 6, yeah.
All right. Next one in the row.
Okay. He's all right. So shaken, disordered, any valid single hex formation and facing.
Yes.
Next one is just plus 15.
Next one. Oh, that's not gonna be enough.
I don't think plus 15 is going to get her done.
But I don't think
to lose one.
Nope.
33.
Nope.
Close, but no success.
Honestly, I'm just, thinking about the descendants of these fine men here probably would all just as soon they kept routing, because I'm not so sure how wise it is to suddenly come out of route in their current circumstance. All right, next one's plus 25 for being half dead.
That'd be about 55.
Yeah, he's okay now.
Well, let's see. Let's just make sure. These guys are pretty good. No, 36.
So 36 plus 25.
Be
Well, you'd need to
51.
be, yeah. So he's going to make it.
No, it'd be 61, but he still makes it.
Yeah.
Now,
Just
this next
barely.
step is a little bit complicated because you have to roll for them individually. So,
All right, so let's start with the top one.
Ooh.
and there are no special results on rallies, so that's going to be an increment loss in a route.
And the bottom one. Bottom one's going to make it. All right, so he loses one more, right?
Correct.
That's right. I've never done that before. Okay. And the other one is shaken and disordered.
Around picking disorder.
Yep.
Okay, now the next one here.
Plus 15. Should be fine. And
Well, take a look and see. He's got
he'd be worse than the rest of them. Yeah.
32. That's going to be
Disordered.
42. Yeah.
Yep. So he's all right.
And this one.
Okay.
77. Actually going to be all right.
Yep.
All right. This one here. He's going to be all right. And let's do this one back here.
Okay.
45.
Well, if he's better than a 30, he is. Good enough. All right.
Here.
He's plus 25.
It's going.
Yeah, he's going to lose another increment on top of everything else, I guess.
Okay. Is there anybody else? As if that wasn't enough. I think that was all of yours.
Yeah, I think that's all the routeds.
Eric's got a few to deal with. So
I do. So we do the shaken ones first.
we do, and to be fair, actually, I've got a shaken one up north.
Okay, why don't we go ahead and take care of that one?
All right, he is up here. He's under Monstein. So it's going to be plus 5, I guess. Oh, wow. He's good, but he's not that good. So he remains shaken. So much for the marvelous grenadier. Do you remember my marvelous grenadiers at Monmouth, David?
Yes.
They could not find their way out of a damp paper bag. They were something else. So apparently
You're still being haunted by them.
my talent and skill maintains. Yeah. So, all right. So
All
what
right.
order would you like to do that?
I've got a chap over here, so south, yeah, and we'll just work our way south. So this guy over here,
5 for him.
yeah, he's gonna stay unhappy, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, there's no way he passed, but no harm.
yep. This guy here next.
Plus 15 on
16.
that one.
Nope.
Same results.
Yep.
Okay.
Let's see, moving further south. I've got
Shake it.
this guy here.
Okay, now he's in an enemy zone of control.
It
so
doesn't
he's-
matter. I rolled terrible.
No, no.
David got all the good rolls, apparently.
Yeah, he must have emptied the dice. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, I
Alright.
got these guys here.
Right.
Oh, they're happy.
Much better. Much better. Okay.
All right.
You got another.
I got a
shaking
guy over, yep, here and one there. So the guy that's on
Oh,
the
okay.
on the south of the
Okay.
border, he's going to be happy.
Back to disordered only.
And if you just right click and decrease it, it goes.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, and then this chap here, 28. Well, let's see what his morale
Probably.
is.
Yeah. Yeah, that would have been enough under better circumstances, but you needed
Okay.
a 38.
Okay. All right, so that is it for my shaken and disordered. So then I guess it's routed people now.
That's
Oh
right.
wait, I do have another guy that's shaken and disordered over here.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
You're
yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
that's-
yeah.
That's
Guy
right.
who's got one whole increment.
The one in the danger zone.
Yeah, exactly. Well, let's see what we get for him. 92.
That's it. We're gonna
That
die like
is it. Yep. All right. So now it's routed people.
Now you've got.
Yeah. So we'll start with the routed guy that's back here.
Okay.
So what's routed? Just a minus
It's
plus 15. Okay.
Yep.
Here we go. Let's roll for that. 68. They're back. So that's shaken and disordered.
Yep. Any valid facing or formation
Okay.
for a single axe.
All right. This chap here.
Okay.
He's probably okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Now
he's,
let's flip
he's
him and
half
see.
dead, but 22, 37, 47. Yeah. Yeah, he's all right.
Okay. All right, this chap over here, 99. That's about
Need to
as
look that one up.
convincing as you can get. Whoops, went the wrong way. Okay, then this chap here.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-oh, that's no good. So he's going to lose another increment.
Yep. And keep on trucking.
All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, further down here, I got one more guy that's routed back here. Let's roll for him. 46. And let's flip him and see what he's worth.
That's 25. He needed 48.
Okay, but he doesn't lose anything.
No,
There's
don't
only
lose
one
anything,
left
but
anyway.
Yeah, I know.
1,
He runs
2,
6
3,
more.
4, 5, 6.
We'll see. We'll see if he can get his act together before he runs off the board.
Yeah, well, it doesn't really matter at this
No.
stage in the game.
And honestly, really, it matters very little because in my mind, a unit like that is just hardly worth having around.
Yeah.
So
And in
just-
butter.
you stay back there. We don't.
Oh, you just stack him on top of all the other guys that are only got one increment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. Well, all right. Well, I think that's it. We've done all the rallying, and so we can do a tiny bit of adjustment here. We can move the calendar to 11:40, and we can click on the end turn marker and presumably clean everything up.
Except for the
that-
free combats didn't go
Except for the
away.
free combat markers, I wondered they probably won't come off by themselves. You're right. No, they don't, do they?
Yep, no, they did not disappear. You have to manually remove them.
All right. I think we've done it, gents.
Hooray!
We made it through the turn.
Okay,
Oh goodness! All right.
time to
well,
save the game.
indeed.
And this is going to be Prague end of 1120. Okay.
We definitely have got wildness going on now.
Oh yeah. Well, this is what makes it fun and exciting.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, we got lots of action down in the south, but starting to be action kind of more generally.
Yep.
So we may have one or two more of these multi-week turns.
Yeah, I think so. With everything that's happening down in
Yeah.
with the cavalry, and then finally, it looks like you'll start to get some of your infantry in play.
Yeah,
One, two,
absolutely.
three,
Yeah,
four.
there's if I can get Kleist to get his act together, then that'll help. But then we'll have the fun up there in the north, and we'll see if Peroni has anything he wants to tell us.
I don't know.
So yeah, this is looking good, and I think that
All
we'll
right, I will wrap
continued
up the
amusement.
live stream here.